Nobody gives you the roadmap to a healthy relationship or marriage when you get married. Weird. You go to the altar, you say I do, and like that's it. Then you have to go have to marriage. And
Correct.
we don't, like society, we don't do very well with that, like just in general. And in hindsight, even looking at these situations, because I agree, communication is the most important aspect, and being able to learn how to communicate. I feel like that's a skill that a lot of people don't know. They just kind of either dump on their partner, or they feel so hesitant to share vulnerably or share their truth or what they want for fear of rejection, abandonment, whatever, that they just don't even speak up in general. And both, whether you choose option A or option B, get to a partnership that is miles apart from the connection that most people get into relationship desiring.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think also on top of that, like how your family, their marriages were, how you learned what marriage is, right? Like
Yeah.
my wife grew up in an old school Italian family. I grew up in a house where both my parents were ministers. Very different
Very different.
backgrounds, 400 people at their family gatherings, 10 at mine. Like
Yeah.
I'm used to a tight-knit, close, very, whatever. And, she's used to auntie knowing about grandma, about auntie, about neighbor. It was wild to me. The experience for me was very different.
Yeah.
And so just understanding how to form a marriage, even, I take it to the next step, even parenting. Like nobody teaches you how to
Parenting
be a
styles.
parent, right? Yeah. So you're using your best knowledge or whatever to learn how to parent while you're learning how to marriage and or be married. And I don't know, it's yeah, so communication is key, I think, for everybody. And I think guys, we are such a moving, like we move so fast that you could tell me today the sky's blue and I heard you tell me it was gray because I didn't listen. And I think that's the other component of communication is not just spitting words to each other, right? It's actively listening. And I
Mhm.
think a lot of marriages lose that along the way.